Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Redneck Riviera Whiskey. So, this one, we're getting rid of him right there. This is a collaboration from Eastside Distilling and John Rich, a multi-platinum country music artist and half of the country superstar duo, Big and Rich. I personally have never heard of them.
I had it started for you.
Where?
Was that
It's down on the bottom. I'm so busy doing everything else. He just sits over here loafing, eating snacks, going, hurry up, I'm ready. All right, so
That's how it goes, yeah.
Just so you know, my pen was dying. I have a hard time reading what I wrote down.
How do I give you a pull tab and you still go around in circles?
The thing broke. Your pull tab sucked. I got to be honest with you. This is an 80 proof. It was $21.99. He has ties that support active duty and vets. 10% of all the whiskey products sold go to Folds of Honor. They provide education scholarships to families of fallen and disabled soldiers. So kudos to that.
If nothing else,
kudos to that.
and it's not a high price. You know, so with that, well, I guess we should wait to see if the whiskey in the bottle is.
I mean,
as good,
you know what? It can taste like monkey piss, but at that point, like he's giving back. He doesn't have to give back. You know what I mean? I don't know him as an artist. He might be a superstar. I'm not a country guy.
He kind of is.
Okay. Again, I'm not saying anything bad about it.
He went out of his way to come up with the collaborations.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm dripping over here, but this could be the worst whiskey in the world. But honestly, we said that about the Blue Line. If you're going to give back to fallen soldiers or fallen police officers,
They were
or anything like that,
too. So
yeah. So good.
Didn't say he. I'm not sure if he is or isn't.
I don't know anything about him, but honestly,
Those isn't bad.
You know, anyone who does anything like and gives back a little bit. I say that about restaurants too. They make billions of dollars off of people. It's nice that a little bit comes back and goes. This guy's not. It's $21.99. You know, he's not selling it for $100 trying to get money. You know what I mean?
Well, every little bit counts.
100%. No, I'm not saying it as a bad thing. What I'm saying is he's not gouging. $21.99. You can hardly find anything for $21.99.
So you know, and realistically, if it ends up being. You made that sound like it was a bad nose.
No, that was like
I thought it was a pretty impressive nose.
No, it's like a candy. It's not a traditional.
It's a very
Swedish candy.
Nose, yes.
Like it's like candy-esque. I tripped on yours. I knew I did. It definitely brings a different nose. Like it's not butterscotch yet.
No, it's vanilla.
It's like a candy though. Like it's a.
Actually, you know what? I'm thinking
vanilla.
It's vanilla honey,
which would bring the candy version. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Vanilla honey with with a oakier finish. Easy drinker with a oakier finish. That's what I get. Quick first sip. That's probably the quickest analogy you've ever heard from me.
That's it. We're done. Thanks for watching.
No, I do.
Honestly, I'm not disagreeing at all.
It's got a nose of vanilla.
I'm not usually
honey.
a honey person, but it definitely brings that candy sweetness. But it's not Werther's caramel candy.
No.
I'll go with a vanilla honey.
Yeah,
I'm thinking bitter honey is what I was thinking in my head. You know, little bitter honey things. Well, you don't bite them. You're supposed to suck on them.
Well,
when you bite them, they stick in your teeth, and you can't open your mouth back
That's
up
where
again.
it's going.
Yeah, you do. But I'm kind of in that. Vanilla honey hits it on the nose for me. I actually 100% agree with you. And first time he threw a freaking smell out that I can actually agree with on that one.
Probably it isn't. You are probably correct. We don't usually.
We never have the same
you
smell.
You got apples and oranges, and I'm over here in Candyland. But
I say bananas, you say nuts. No matter what it is, you have something totally different. But
the nose is pretty efficient.
This is right up there with one of the better $21.99 bottles we've had for an 80 proofer.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
This is almost in the bird dog land.
100%. This might even carry it. That's a little bit higher proof, but
or is it the same companies?
I don't know who. I'm assuming he did. It's Eastside Distilling, and off the top of my head, I've seen that before, and somebody we did, but I can't remember.
I mean, the bottles are similar. That's the only reason I asked. Maybe this is a little taller.
Yeah.
It's worth the money. Easy drinker.
I wanted to see if it was a liter, just out of, it's not, it's a 750 milliliter.
I think it's skinnier than the bird dog.
It just always kills me. You see so many different shapes and sizes.
Well, that's why I
They're all
looked,
the
and I
same.
said the same
Yeah.
thing, but that it looked like bird dog was short and fatter, like by an eighth or whatever. But
This, and I know you're going to say, no, this brings me, because of that overly vanilla thing, it's bringing me a land of Lord Calvert, where it has that sweetness, like that vanilla frosting sweetness to me.
it's not bringing to a Scotch land at all.
That wasn't Scotch, it was Canadian.
I do confuse
It was that
It's-
one.
well,
we
it's
brought
in- it's
out.
in that easy drinking lane.
It's certainly an easy drinking, but it's bringing me that
It brought
where
me,
I almost get
actually,
like a vanilla
it
frosting
brought me
vibe.
closer to the last bird dog we did, which I think was a lower proof.
Mhm.
I guess in my head, I remember that one more than Lord Calvert. I don't remember.
We did Lord Calvert with something that was
We did
totally
act like-
wrong.
Yeah, that was
No. We just brought it
show
out.
12.
No. We just brought it out and we compared it to
Oh.
one other
Yeah,
80
yeah,
proof,
yeah,
and it
yeah,
was
yeah.
totally wrong for
Yeah,
what
it
we
was.
did.
Yeah, we did.
This one, it kind of brings me in that vibe where I'm kind of getting that, because it's such a heavy vanilla. Well, you
I
said the
think the
honey
nose is
vanilla,
better, yeah.
I then that. Oh no, 100%. Because it does bring that sweetness where I
For
agree with
22
your
bucks,
honey. I agree with the honey.
I think
because
that's-
where
I think
Lord
that's
Calvert
the
just
twist.
brought straight vanilla frosting to me. This kind of brings like that vanilla with that sweetness, and I'll go with a honey on the
And
sweetness.
then
end.
it's easy.
Super easy. Yeah. I don't hate it. I would crush this bottle. Honestly, that like.
Yeah.
It's almost, look, I got a personal flask. You stick it right in your pocket. It's gonna shape like a flask.
So you know,
honestly, it's
kudos
crushable.
to him
Yep.
putting it together with the distiller, and I don't see it often.
No. I have seen it because I just remember the star and stuff like that.
But not often. Like especially.
I like the name too, the Redneck Riviera.
The
Anything
closer,
with
like the
Redneck.
closer to Boston, I don't. This doesn't show up as much.
Well, I mean, it's not going to win any awards. It's not going to beat 98% of the stuff on the shelf. What we factor in, like, you don't take it wrong. You know, do you want to get this or Stag Junior? No, that's not a comparison. That's not what we're trying to say. But for $21.99, I go with Evan Williams Bottled and Bond because I like the proof. I think it brings a little more bang. But for the price, I like it.
This taste though is not. It's flavorful. The nose is this is.
We've had worse for more money.
We've had way worse. Will it?
Well, that's all I'm saying. So it's price is great. This might be awesome with a little more proof for us, but you know what? Someone like, I'll be curious to see when Steve comes over when he tries it.
I bet he's gonna
because he's gonna love this because it doesn't drink.
Or his dad.
Right, it drinks.
Very.
It drinks super soft. Right, it brings me into the. It actually tastes refined. It doesn't throw elbows on the way down. It's like super easy. Just goes down, and like you said, a generous amount of flavor.
I think the little sweetness tweak might help that as well.
And
the
as
nose,
you do,
the
right
nose-
now, it's starting to, like I'm getting the oatmeal vibe
well,
now. Now
it's
it's starting to
it's
open
coming in.
up. It's definitely starting to open up.
And
Where
so
I'm
did
getting
bird dog.
No, again, that was a pleasant surprise.
It was.
And even,
I was because of a star. I'm thinking, okay, we're just gonna have. I'm saying. It's worth the money.
I know what you're saying because usually when it's sponsored by somebody, it's not good. I don't know how much of a hand he has in it. Like Matthew McConaughey was actually rolling barrels, and I think he's an employee of them now. Like he actually, he put blood, sweat, and tears into his. Most of them just put their name on a bottle and hope for the best. But I don't know how involved he is in it. But good for him for the
I want to
cause.
say I seen a special that he
actually was
he
involved in
was
it?
with. Well, he did a special with Folds of Honor. He did a special with them and said, "Come check out my whiskey," and I did X, Y, and Z. So I believe it's not like, look at me, I sing, and here we are.
This is tasty. Me personally, if he bumped this up to 100, we'd probably be whistling Dixie on it. You know, just give you that little bit of a thing. But again, people like this proof.
It falls away from. Well, I guess so for two reasons probably. He can sell twice as many.
Oh no, right.
And
you get that much more whiskey out of it because you watered it down. But I'm not frowning on it. I'm not opposed to 80. It's sometimes a nice little happy 80 proof. You can drink it longer. You know what I mean? It's not. Sometimes you get them and they taste watered down. This
would be
bad
your
watered
ice
down.
cream drizzle, and you'd be happy. It'd be like your whiskey float instead of a root beer.
Instead of a root beer float.
I can see you doing that.
I really don't hate that. That's where that salted caramel would come in. That thing goes on pancakes. The things you're going. That thing is just maple syrup in a bottle. But yeah, again, I applaud the cause. I actually applaud the whole thing. It's actually it's for $21.99.
And it's probably, plus or minus. You know, that's what we got it for. But
yeah, right.
And it could be $19.99 somewhere else, you know, or it could be $25 somewhere.
Right. Well, I usually go on whatever we paid, but I mean, I don't hate it, but
I agree.
I'm not going to avoid it like other bottles we have on the shelf that I haven't touched since it came. You know what I mean? So there you go. We'll keep it short and sweet. Again, kudos to you for giving anything back to any fallen vets or disabled vets, or
what a family.
So. Oh yeah, because if they're falling, you're gonna give it to someone. So, but like the cause, like the whiskey, even it's not bad for the price.
I'm with you.
We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.